I was so excited for the Canon R6 Mark II that I pre-ordered it within just a few minutes of its announcement on B&H, and then just a couple days ago I canceled that order. And this is why. The Canon R6 Mark II was announced and pre-orders kicked in right away last week. And I probably was that 1% that clicked on right away, pre-ordered it on B&H. And a couple days ago, I canceled that order, which was a very tough decision because I was that top 1%. And the likelihood of getting it was pretty high on that first day, but not guaranteed. Well, a couple things changed. One, and if you want to tune into this channel, it's a pretty good channel to subscribe to, is Ordinary Filmmaker. Now, Ordinary Filmmaker, he will go over the news and the updates of the camera world. And lately he's been really utilizing his sources on Canon. And he did find through one of the sites through Canon that there's going to be a low amount produced. And so everybody that is ordering this camera, there is a strong possibility that a lot of them are not going to get it on time. So this is what popped into my head. The Canon R7 was released back in June of this year. I pre-ordered it through B&H. I was within a day of pre-ordering it, and it was back ordered on release day. And there was no sight of me getting it in the next week or two. And this is a camera that I did want my hands on immediately for not only this channel, but for my business as well. And so I happened to go into my local camera store, walk in, and they had one available, and that was it. And so I just paid my cash there and canceled my order through B&H, and it was awesome. So when Ordinary Filmmaker announced that there's going to be supply shortage, I thought, well, why aren't I doing business locally here in Northeast Wisconsin? So I went to Camera Corner Connecting Point, which is our camera store downtown. I went in the other day. I said, do you have pre-orders coming in? They stated they had a lot. They pre-ordered a ton of them. I don't know what a ton is. Could be 20, 30, 40. I don't know. And so I said, well, how many people are on the list? And they said 0. So I am the only one on the list, and they have multiple coming in. Now, the thing with Canon is going to diversify and send it over to the stores first before direct orders. And so they're going to spread it out globally. And so here in Northeast Wisconsin, we only have a couple camera stores here. And the fact that Camera Corner Connecting Point will probably get them on day one is probably 100% guaranteed. And now I am number one on that list. And honestly, I'm probably still number one and the only one that has ordered there. So if you're in Northeast Wisconsin and you go to Camera Corner Connecting Point, you probably could just pre-order it on there as well, which they do not ask. Now you have to live in Wisconsin probably, unless you ship it, then you probably have to have a down payment, but you don't have to have any kind of money down or anything when you do most local camera stores. So mine doesn't. So on day one, the Canon R6 Mark II will be shipped there. I will be able to go downtown, pick it up, and have it in hand. Now, that being said, I do purchase things on B&H that my camera store may not have, but I am starting to lean away from doing things online, and I have nothing against B&H. I do like B&H, but I don't live in New York. There's no reason I should be really shopping at B&H, and neither should you. So if you live in a town where there is a camera store, you should probably build that relationship with them and start ordering and pre-ordering your items through that company, because it's going to be a lot easier. The nice thing is, just like B&H, just like Amazon, this store offers a 30-day return policy as well. And so why not do things locally and keep it in your own community? I am super excited. I am a little nervous because of the chips and everything else that's not going to be available like they haven't been for the last 3 years. And so these cameras are going to be hard to get once they are released. The Canon R7 is now just getting more mainstream where you can buy the body alone. I unfortunately had to buy the body with a kit lens that I never have used, and it just sits on a shelf because I wanted the camera. So if you are looking at buying the Canon R6 Mark II, even now, even a week after its announcement, you can probably go to your local store, make a pre-order, and you probably will get it day one. If you go online, the chances are it's going to be delayed a few days or a week, or if you're doing it now, it might be a month. So if you're looking at getting the R6 Mark II, this also pertains to the A7 R5. I'm thinking those have been already shipped out, but if you go to your local store, they might have pre-ordered a bunch of them, and not everybody in your area wants that camera or has a desire for that camera. So then you have top pickings for that. So the point of this video really is to encourage you to go to your local camera stores to get those items that you really need. And that's going to be the challenge for myself. I'm going to challenge myself in 2023, 2024, going forward, to really focus on putting and keeping my money in my own community and helping these companies so they stay, not that my money individually keeps these companies afloat, but I help support these companies and show that, hey, we want to buy camera gear there. So that being said, I am super excited about the Canon R6 Mark II coming in at the end of this month. I will be doing a review and a comparison between the R6 and the R6 Mark II, so stay tuned to that. I'm also going to take the Mark II with the R7. So the R6 Mark II versus R7, video features, photo features, and for $1,000 difference, what is the best one for you? I am keeping the R7 because I think the R7 is going to go along well with the R6 Mark II, especially with the photo range when I want to be able to crop in a little more and have that 32 megapixels. So stay tuned, subscribe to this channel for more of those videos coming up, and I will see you in the next video.